Hello everyone, I'm Rob Smith of the Smith of the Black Channel here at Ticker Talker with the Strat Time Report, and futures doing all sorts of nothing like we could expect. If we've been talking about this, we have. Let's take a look. So, if you go to the SPY, look at this. Upper left, inside day, doing nothing. Middle, upper. Doji on the week, doing nothing. If you're trying to trade this, use a foo. Don't do it. Don't do it. All right? So if you go here and we look at the QQQ, now you're going to see what divergences look like. QQQ still handily inside on the week, upper middle, right? Now, what you did have is the inside 60 to the upside, which gave it a little bit of a push here. How far that's going to go, we'll see. But at least you would want to look for that to help get you a push to the upside. But then what you're going to notice, there's a divergence because we had the diamonds go inside on the 60. Once again, look at this daily range, upper left, doing nothing. And this went inside 60 to the downside, right? So that's where you're getting these divergences where it's doing nothing, all right? The futures are just sitting here doing nothing. And once again, one of the problems going forward is going to be that not only do we have a good chance at inside week so far, but then we got a short week next week, right? So we could be inside. It could get even worse, right? Because if we don't get out here. But let's take a look. What we do have is Tesla. So Tesla here, and they're like, oh no, it's breaking resistance. And I'm like, old highs are not resistance. That's where stop orders go. All right, just so you know. So yesterday's highs here, you can see upper left. Boom, take that out. And then here, if you go to the monthly, this is when it really started to pick up steam. The inside month to the upside. Here over 465.90. Right? Boom, 477. Here she come. And if we go to a 15er, now you're going to get maybe an inside 15er here. We'll see if we can get to anything better going for you. How's that 30 looking? Maybe going inside in the 30. Tesla breaks that inside month, and that's what you're looking for. And that's where things start to move, right? Anybody who shorted last month goes underwater right here. Everybody goes underwater right there, sticking it to them, but good. Another thing we've got going on here is a reminder, keep in your stops, right? Dish. Right? So we knew about the dish being 2 months are here, right? But anytime news can come out, you better have your stop in there. Boom, look out. So they smash this thing here. Now you've got your outside day. But if you don't have a stop in, you come back from the whatever you're doing, and always have a stop in there, no matter what position you got in there. Even if you get slipped, you want to have an out, right? And this is the reason you do that. And so now we'll see. Let's go down and go inside in the 15, and we'll see what comes of this. It's still green on the week, right? Even though it just got waxed, it's still green on the week. So wouldn't surprise me to go inside day tomorrow, right? And then see you Friday, but we'll see how that goes. Anyway, what we do have also that we've been talking about, um, uh, simultaneous break, right? And I've been talking about that, and that's happening in the energies, right? So we had an energy number come out this morning, crude. And since then, crude just a little lackluster, just kind of sitting there not doing anything, but that's okay. That's doing nothing. It's fine. As far as XOP is concerned, taking out yesterday's highs, right? XLE. And if you look at the percentage gainers list, these things starting to come in a little bit. How's OIH? And OIH selling off just a tad, but you'll notice that the percentage gainer list is all oils, right? And so you'll see like all way down the food chain too. Rig, all these kind of guys, all that kind of stuff. OII here, all this way down the food chain still going. But almost everything here, you can see this is inside month to the upside, right? And almost everything is signaling a monthly buy to the energy names. And that's something you want to see, that concentration, because that tells you that they're buying them across the board. And they're even going down the food chain. You have Helmut Payne, HP. Now coming in, we'll see if that sets up again, because it was inside day to the upside. Right here, right? Now backing off a little bit, and there's your 2 month. Like, everybody, this energies, right? You've got PXD. PXD, a lot of these things coming in corrective activity. That's good. Maybe we can get these things to set up for another buy signal. We've got Concho staying up there, right now, trying to go inside 15 right now. You've got Conoco, you name it. Right now, trying to go inside 15 to keep keep these things going. All right, so you can watch those energies. NBR, always a good one. NBR, now corrective activity, that's good. So right now it goes inside and down on the 15. So when this closes out, if we can get this, it'll be a rev strat above 45.27, right? Coming up here in 10 minutes as soon as I finish would be where do you want to look at that? If we go to Kodak, Kodak, nice long green month. You're going into new highs, so that's exhaustion risk. You can see this outside week. Here's what they do. They triangulate out. You see this? Inside day, gaps down, comes back up, and there, boom, there's your rev strat to take all these guys out in one shot. Now it's just kind of sitting up here. We'll see if we can get any signal out of that. Slightly inside 60 up, didn't really go. We'll see. You've got fuel cell. And fuel cell here, exhaustion risk, right? You're going into recent highs. However, it's been a lot higher in the past. That's a good thing. And you see here, once again, lower low on the monthly, boom, 2-2 reversal on that month. All right, so we'll see if this sets up again for you. Cooling off just a tad here. You might get your inside 30. We'll see. If we go to Target, retail. And Target, what's this here? So Target here, one of the things we look for, the 2 up, 2 down, boom, these two become an outside bar of all that, right? How about this? Momo Hammer on the week. Talked about all of those yesterday. And then you wait for that corrective activity, like right here in the 30, the 2 down, boom, right back up over 170.75. You're in, you're long, and you're a winner. If we go to Qualcomm, Qualcomm going to the highs here. You can see that, and the reason, a little bit of exhaustion risk, and we want to see if that sets up again. But the reason that's important is because with SMH, go inside day and still inside day and getting ready to take out those highs, right? That could give it an extra boost, right? With the SMHers, we're not seeing too much in the broader averages outside in the broader sectors outside of this movement in the energy. If we go to NTAP and NTAP just nice brightly green, starting to come in here a little bit. We'll see if that sets up again, but anything green on all time frames gets our attention. If we go to the trannies, and you got Rider Systems now inside on the 30, letter R, and you can see this nice bright green on the month coming back through previous range where it's been a lot higher. That's what we like, because that's what got us into the FedEx down here, right? Knowing that this thing's been a lot higher. But so you go Rider Systems. Now inside in the 30 would be a directional call. If it goes up, sideways measured move on the 30. XPO, more trucker, now coming in a little corrective activity. One of the things I constantly want to just beat into your heads is there's very similar things that we look for, and one of them is this: the new high, the lower low, boom. This becomes an outside bar of all that. It's not that hard, right? When you see things that way. So what's going on here? RPD, I'm watching my scanner. RPD, there you go. So here, RPD, we can see this. Inside month, lower middle, boom. Inside month and up. Here, outside 312. Inside week to the upside and going to the highs. What's this here? Take this out. 71.75. Give me 70 or 71.76. Give me 71.77. All right, almost there. But that's a good all month when you have that monthly signal like so. If we go to coming out of the ashes, Tenneco. And Tenneco's a real old used to be somebody here. And so trying to come back up is Tenneco. Nice long green day, inside day to the upside. You see that? Inside day, consolidation break. Now you got a little bit more come up on this thing in the weekly here. Above 1031, it did it. That's 1031, did it. Took it out. Then you can look at all these monthlies and stuff like this. There's your 1031, taking that out. See if it can be strong enough to take this out. Right now, still just climbing higher. Going to see if we can get some corrective activity out of that. You go to SDC, Smile Direct Club. All right, bring her in a little bit. The outside day to the upside. And what that means is they're willing to sell down and pay up. And they rejected the downside, and then you got your range expansion here to take all this stuff out. Now the matter is whether it's strong enough to stay up there, because you got an outside week, but you're still inside month. So we'll see how that goes. So if you go to DNK, and DNK now getting stuck in here, little guy coming out of the ashes here too. And nice push yesterday, now some follow through. So it goes inside 60 up here. You can see that. Just doesn't get out of the mother bar. So these two now make the new inside bar, right? And you can see the weekly, the inside week, pokes down, and then bam, back to the previous range, gives you the outside month. We'll see if anything more comes to that. All right, Q's firming up, still going. And this is why if you're going to look at something that's doing nothing like the Q's, you follow the 60, right? And you can see how that stopped them all out down in here, right? Like so. And then you get your inside. So hopefully we go out and take out this, right? And that's not that big of a move for the Qs, but it'd be an outside day here, right? And then you can go after this strength like the Qualcomms and the things that are staying strong, even when the QQQ backed off. If you go to APPN, this has got exhaustion risk is going to the highs, but what we look for is nice long red and green bars, and that is a nice green, long green, green, green. And here you go to start the day. 2 down on the 60, inside 60, bam, right there. 212, reversal to start the day, and that got that thing going. If we go to GP, and GP, new issue, but you can see this here, the reversal on the monthly. 2 down by taking out the lows, bam, there's your reversal. Now coming back up, inside day to the upside. This is continuation, up, sideways, measured move. It already did that. So now on the 60, you can see it pokes down on the 60 here. So if this closes out right here, then you'd have RevStrat above this, above 1926. If it goes inside, down, and then 122 back up, we'll see. You got Groupon going to the house here. Groupon. And Groupon having a nice little day here, and you can see on the monthly, slightly took out the lows, and then boom, 2-2 reversal on Groupon. Coming out pretty quick here on the 60. Let's see if we can dig up anything on the 30. Momo Hammer, right here. Right here. So this thing needs to stay above 28 for the next half an hour. And if it does, oftentimes they accelerate. We see what that looks like. Right now, VXX coming in, not scared at all. And one of the things that people think is that the VIX hates up markets. It doesn't. It hates boring markets where people don't have to hedge anything. That's what it's gauged off of, is the options activity in the futures. They're not scared at all. If we go to little guy blue, here, blue coming up here. Bellis Health, nice move here. Look at that. Inside 30 and bam. So we'll see how that goes. I'm running out of time here again, aren't I? All right. So on the downside, Regeneron still having some problems, taking out last week's lows inside week to the downside, still red on the month and taking out last week's. So some of these pandemics having some problems. How's Marna doing? Marna here, taking out the lows and coming in to fill the gap. We got a vaccine. Puke. How about Pfizer? How you doing, buddy? Pfizer just kind of still hanging in there. You've got Repligen, our GEN. Here, still puking. We're looking to go take this out. We got the higher high. Let's get the lower low. What did we say? 183.22. Give me 183.21 on that, right? And see if we can get to 2 weaker out of this and have her keep on a puking after the inside 30 to the downs here. 3, 1, 2. Down she goes. If we go to Boeing gaps up and then comes back in here, and so you got your buys on everything else, but anytime you gap up, then potentially you got some problems, right? Because then you potentially, if anybody wants to be long, this is long, and then you wait for this corrective activity here, right? Inside 2, 1, 2 in the 15er, and bam, down she goes. This was a continuation because it was 2 down inside. Take that. Then it reversed here, inside 15 up, and then here, boom, back down. Back down she goes. So running out of time here. Let's see if we got anything more for you. BDX, anything taking out yesterday's lows, taking out last week's lows, 2-2 reversal, coming back in on the month, so we'll see. But like I said, the broader average is doing all sorts of nothing. We got a simultaneous break. You can continue to watch these energies. They continue to work as well they should. That's going to do it for today. I'm Rob Smith, the Smith Black Channel here. Take a check with Strat Time Report.